I'm here from Passionati, and I'm here with Shilpa Ray. Shilpa, thanks for doing the interview. And
thanks for having me.
Shilpa and I have some genetic heritage background similarities.
We could be related.
Yeah, we could be related. That's right. Yeah. Ray is a very respected name in West Bengal. So, and your parents are from Calcutta.
Yeah, my parents are from Calcutta.
So, and we don't say Kolkata, we say Calcutta.
Yeah, we say Calcutta. Yeah.
So it is Calcutta. So Shilpa, tell me, like, how did you get into using the harmonium, which is traditionally more of a classical Indian instrument, with your music? Tell us how that happened.
Well, my parents pretty much forced me to learn classical Indian music when I was a kid, and that was the instrument that they made you play when you sang. And at the time I hated every moment of it. It was so boring. But I stuck with it until I was like 17, and that's how I got to play the harmonium. I was not allowed to play the guitar.
No guitar for you, Shilpa.
Yeah, exactly.
No guitar, very bad. So what about people calling you the vulgar Ella Fitzgerald?
I don't know how that came about, but it's really sticky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to.
I just think it's a thing. I think it's like saying it's sort of like the horny Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. I think that's way better. I want to be known. I want to be known as the horny Frank Sinatra.
Okay, we're rebranding Shilpa Ray, and from now on, you may only call her the horny Frank Sinatra.
I'm from Jersey, and he's from Jersey. I think we have more in common. You can call me Old Brown Eyes or something.
Besides, screw the whole gender categorization thing.
And the ethnicity.
Why can't Shilpa Ray be Frank Sinatra?
Exactly.
And so, talk a little bit about your influences, and you're learning harmonium, and you're studying traditional Indian classical music, and where did Nick Cave and PJ Harvey and who else influenced you? Where did they come from?
Oh man, so my sister and I had a system of trafficking American music into the house behind my parents' back, because my father decided to ban English music from the house from when I turned 8. And then that was the end of MTV for me and everything else. So we had no outlets to listen to anything American.
Shilpa. I'm listening to very bad music.
You're really scaring me. Like, oh, childhood trauma. So my sister started bringing in like Depeche Mode and like a lot of other stuff. And then finally, when I was like later years in middle school, we started sneaking out to the library. So I started reading biographies about the Doors, and then from there I used to like go through the CD bins at the Lawrence Public School Library, and yeah, that's when I found my first Velvet Underground record.
Wow.
And then I couldn't. After that, it was like I got really bad grades in school, and I started
the preparation to be a rock star.
Yeah, so I was like slacking off. My parents did not know what to do with me. I started like skipping class and going to art class when I wasn't enrolled in art class, and then it was the Velvet Underground that totally destroyed me.
So from classical Indian music to neo Janis Joplin, Bon Vivant. So what is Beating St. Louis really about?
Oh man, I was in another band called Beat the Devil. That was my first band, and we went on a national tour, and by the time we hit St. Louis, we got into a 3-way fist fight, and we were so wasted and so tired and so poor and broke that we just that was it in the parking lot. We were just fighting each other, and we eventually broke up the band, but that was pretty much what it was about.
And I couldn't help thinking when I read about people comparing you to Janis Joplin with the power and your approach, and then your song "Filthy and Free," and I couldn't help drawing similarities with freedom is me and Bobby McGee. I'm trying to think of the words now. Freedom ain't something, but it's free.
Oh, that's right. That's a Chris Christopherson song.
Yeah.
He wrote for her.
Freedom ain't worth nothing, but it's free.
Yeah.
Is that it? I can't remember. Do you know, Justin?
Yeah, it's it. I don't know how to talk behind camera.
This is Passionati, baby. We break the rules.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. She's amazing to watch, like on documentaries and like even on recording. I don't think anyone's as free of a singer as she is. She kind of just did whatever the hell she wanted to in the moment that she was in without thinking about it. You can tell. And that's how good she was. Because even like when you think about like blues singers and classics like Sarah Vaughan or Ella Fitzgerald, they're like incredibly trained, and they do have some kind of system that they follow when they sing. They have like certain technical scales and stuff. But she was like possessed. Like I don't think she was really thinking about what she was doing at the time she was doing it, and that's what makes her so amazing.
Yeah, I almost think she was living in a permanent visceral state.
Yeah,
Like she just was
it was like they were doing improv jazz, and if she was playing an instrument, they would call it improving, and I think that's what she was doing. I don't really think Janis Joplin really thought about what she was like gonna sing next at all. You know, it's just like if a sax player came into a jazz orchestra and was just like, I'm gonna improv with you guys. That's what we're gonna do. She has a really keen sense.
And then she dated Chris Christopherson too, and Chris Christopherson was a pretty badass guy. I mean,
Yeah,
he still
really,
is.
he's
He
a really
still
good
is a badass,
songwriter,
but
he's a really good
I mean, there's
songwriter.
only one Sunday morning coming down. So what's next?
Louisville after this, and then finishing out our tour, going back home, working on a new record, so hopefully we'll get that done.
So Shilpa, I gotta ask you one more thing. As a follow-up, I'm gonna follow up with Steve. We'd love to get a song list from you. 10 songs that you love that our readers and listeners can get into the mind of Shilpa Ray.
Oh, that's awesome. I'd love to give you a song list. It's like one of my favorite things to do.
Kind of like it's like the updated mixtape, right?
Yeah. I will give you a song list.
All right, coming back at you. Duncan here with Shilpa Ray, the inimitable, I can say, Shilpa Ray. Watch her videos and explore her music and the song list coming your way. Thank you, Justin.
Thank
you,
you.
Shilpa.